Do you want to learn how big banks and savvy investors make millions in seconds virtually at no risk? Sounds impossible, right? Well, welcome to the world of triangular arbitrage. In today's video, I'm going to show you another Forex trader's tool in order to lock in profits that stem from tiny price discrepancies amongst currencies. So stick around, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I try to help finance students or really anyone who wants to have a better grasp of finance concepts by making videos about complex finance concepts, breaking them down into smaller, bite-sized knowledge bits, and trying to make it easier to understand. Like I said, today we're talking about triangular arbitrage, so let's jump right in. Triangular arbitrage involves three currencies that have inconsistencies between their pairwise exchange rates. This is caused by a momentary delay in foreign exchange price syncing across the market. That basically means that dealers in banks can have different prices for the same currency. So, once that inconsistency is identified, one can buy low and sell high. All right, in order to better understand, let's do an exercise together. In front of us are the rates that are offered by a bank and the rate offered by a dealer. The purpose here is to see, does the bank price the Japanese yen to Canadian dollar at the same rate as the dealer does? If it does, that means that the market is synced and there is no opportunity. However, if the bank prices the Japanese yen to Canadian dollar any differently than the dealers, there could be an opportunity to exploit here. All right, so let's do step one together and calculate our rates. We're trying to find out what the bank offers for Japanese yen to Canadian. So this is the formula. As you can see, the USD cancels each other out. Careful, there's a trap here. The actual rate we have for the bank is Canadian to USD. When we flip that around to turn it into USD to Canadian, we need to also flip around our bid and offer. So careful about that. So we find out that the bank's USD to Canadian rate is 0.7576 USD to Canadian for the offer, and their bid, so how much they're willing to buy it for, is 0.7519 USD for 1 Canadian. Now let's go back to our original formula in order to find out what the bank's Japanese yen to Canadian dollar offer is. So once we apply the formula, obviously the USD cancels each other out. We end up with the bank offering 78.9474 Japanese yen for 1 Canadian dollar and the bid of 80.3030 Japanese yen for 1 Canadian dollar. All right, we're almost done. Step 2 is to analyze your data. We've calculated what the bank's rates are, and we can straight away see that they're willing to sell us Japanese yen at 78.9474. Now, we can also see that the dealer is willing to buy at 79.81. There's your profit right there. All we have to do is buy from the bank, sell to the dealer, and we end up with a profit of 0.8626 Japanese yen per Canadian dollar invested. So, I started the video off by asking if you knew how big banks and savvy investors made millions in seconds. Well, to be fair, they start off with billions. Obviously, triangular arbitrage is for big fish with deep pockets and advanced tools that allow them to find the price discrepancies in a matter of seconds in the first place. So obviously, this video is more from an academic standpoint. Nonetheless, I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something new. If you did, please like and subscribe and hit the bell. That way you get a notification when I let out the next video. Thank you so much for listening. So, I